Hello, Chocobos and Chocolatiers, my name is TV's Guy, and welcome back to Final Fantasy X, where we are about to receive a gift.
You're a guardian, right? I think this will help.
A level 1 key sphere.
The sphere monitor will teach you how to use it. Have you read the instructions yet?
Yes, I know. I'm perfectly well aware. So he has given us our first level 1 key sphere, and as I've mentioned previously, but I'll just reiterate it, key spheres exist to unlock locks on the sphere grid, and the function basically of this first level 1 key sphere is, well, you can waste it on a few things, but what I think it's meant to be used for is to let Kimahri out of this centerboard prison that he's pretty much trapped within, because like he's just got key spheres, or lock spheres, boxing him in on every side. Some of the ways out for him are level 1 locks, some of them, like the one leading over to Yuna's path over here, are level 2. So if you want him to go on a level 2 path, if you want him to be like another white mage, then you can wait. But if you want to make him a secondary black mage, or take him onto Wakka's path, then level 1 spheres will do that. And my plan with him, and I really should have planned for this better and gone in that direction sooner, is to make Kimahri a secondary Wakka, which means the decision I'm going to have to make is whether I want to take him to Wakka's path by backtracking to here and then going down, or whether I want to snag up all the stat boosts over here first, and I think we'll take the long way around. But we'll see. I'll figure that out as we go along. For the moment, let's encounter another secondary character.
Binta-sa.
Sorry?
Forgive me, sir. I meant to say pardon me, but it came out in Bhed.
Oh, you're in Bhed.
Mm-hmm. I am Rin, owner of this establishment. Hela du Sadwi.
Huh?
It means nice to meet you.
Ah, well, Heli do sadwi to you too.
Mm-hmm. If you are interested, Bhed primers can be found all over Spira. Finding them and learning our language might be fun. Here, let me give you one in commemoration of our meeting. Although you might want to be careful where you speak our language.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I hear Bhed aren't liked much. Oh, sorry.
Adeki Krisa.
Someone help! The Chocobos!
That's our cue. Let's go.
Huh?
Oh, thank you for your help. Please, use this.
Thank you very much. Those will be useful. Anyway, we've got a monster to slay.
To the Chocobo Corral.
You put that good boy down right now, thank you very much. So this ugly bastard right here is the Chocobo Eater. And he is a menace and a half. This is one of the bosses, this is like the first roadblock boss, I think, for a lot of people. Not that he's like that super difficult, but he is one of the ones that is the first one to really give people trouble, because he's the first boss that really demands that you use your spells and abilities with some efficiency. And really think about the moves that you're making because of what's about to happen in just a second, I believe. Yeah, there we go.
So, we're to be pushed off a cliff.
So if you just let him attack you without fighting back appropriately, he will push you off this cliff, and you will lose the fight, and you will be pushed to a different area, and you'll have to go the long way around. It's massive annoyance, just generally speaking. So we're not going to let him do that. Instead, we're going to cast Haste on Lulu, because he's vulnerable to fire. and have Auron hit him in the face, and that should knock him over. There we go.
Attack now! Push it back!
There we go. And that's the basic mechanic of this entire boss fight, is he'll try and push you over the cliff there, but consequently, or rather, by the same token, you can also do a bunch of damage to him and push him back against the cliff and potentially even knock him over it. Like so. See? So that's the basic idea of the fight. And it's usually that's how people are gonna end it, because this guy has 10,000 HP and you do like a couple of hundred damage per hit at this point in the game. So it's like it takes a good long while to just kind of weather him down, unless, of course, you yeah, there we go. Unless you happen to use your summons. Because you may remember, this guy is weak to fire, right? Isn't that interesting? Do we happen to have someone who is capable of like, doing really powerful fire attacks? Like, maybe, Aeon of some kind? Why, yes. Yes, indeed we do. Now, Ifrit is not like an instant win button for this guy. Because as you can see, he does do a fair chunk of damage when he punches you. Right. Okay, here comes a very powerful attack from him, which I'm just going to prepare for. I think Ifrit could do with a little bit more health. Boom. And that's going to get us to overdrive. Which is going to be like a solid chunk of damage on the boy. Not enough to kill. And he's going to have a couple of turns now, which means Ifrit might not be able to. Okay, his next turn, he's gonna get up. So I think I can kill him if I... Maybe this will send him off the cliff if I'm lucky. Nope. But he does do that, which is annoying. Yeah, there we go. That's fine. Ifrit did what I wanted it to do, which is a ton of damage. And now Lulu should pretty much be able to finish him off. Oh, almost. No, there we go. Got him. And again, if you don't use your Aeon and their overdrive, probably you end up pushing him off the cliff if you win. Which I think it gives you slightly different rewards for the fight if you push him off the cliff versus just taking him out on HP.
Have you an interest in renting some chocobos? As a token of our gratitude, the first time is free of charge. Please, ask the attendant if you wish to rent.
Thank you so much for saving the chocobos.
Even Waka seems pleased by that. So now we get to ride chocobos! First, we're just gonna heal up.
Oh.
Gimme, 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 gimme. And here comes one of the better chocobo themes in Final Fantasy.
Summoners and Guardians, I saw the fight. I was impressed.
So, no random encounters on a Chocobo, obviously, but it also can do something else for you, which is quite useful. If you happen to see any Chocobo feathers lying on the ground, you can go activate it, and your Chocobo will do this. Which is lovely.
Thank you so much for your words yesterday.
Is that the only thing you say?
Thank you so-
Yeah, pretty much. Mädchen.
A safe journey to you. A safe...
Okay, only saying, yeah. Moving along. Thank you. Not gonna go forward just yet. So, if you lose the battle with the Chocobo Eater, or rather, if it pushes you off the cliff, then you fall down here, and you have to, like, walk out. And there's, like, a relatively high encounter rate and a bunch of monsters, but there's also Chocobo feathers on the ground.
What are you doing on this road?
Oh, you know.
I see. The Highroad ends over there. However, we have sealed off the area beyond for the duration of our operation here. You may ask the gate captain up ahead if you need to pass through.
Thank you very much. And so we will eventually, once we're done here. Let's see.
Coming down to the old road was a mistake. You can't run a business with no customers. Say, can I interest you in something?
Yes, you can. I'll buy some potions, some echo screens, a couple of eye drops. That'll do.
Sure are a lot of Crusaders about. I wonder what they're up to. Welcome.
And then we'll lend him some more
Spare
gil.
some- I'll make it up to you.
Yep. But yeah, this is the road we've been on so far is the Mihen Highroad. This is the Mihen Old Road, which is a discontinued road that pretty much nobody ever uses anymore. And that there's the Mars Crest. You may remember we also found a Moon Crest very early on in the game, back at Crusade, actually. What do those things do? Well, you'll find out in due time. A fortune sphere, thank you very much. Da, 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 da. Actually, let me just do something. I don't usually, like I've said before, this game is designed such that you don't need to grind, strictly speaking. But I'm gonna do a little bit of a sort of grind. I'm gonna go to the end of the old road, here, and then I'm gonna hop off the Chocobo, and then we'll fight whatever random encounters we get on the way back. And there is a fully distinct set of enemies down here, by the way.
Mend us.
Which is completely distinct from the enemies that you face up on. Oh, there's some overlap, but it's distinct from the enemy set that you face up on the high road. And there we go. That was a bunch of random battles, with the chance of one more happening while we're up here. Good. Let's move some characters along a little bit.
How many times do I have to tell you I'm a summoner?
Sorry, ma'am. No exceptions.
You dare impede a summoner's pilgrimage?
Sorry, ma'am. No exceptions.
Useless. Oh, it's you. As you can see, not even summoners can pass. But they'll call on us in the end. Just wait and see. In the meantime, I think I'll have a nap. Oh, Bartello.
Nap. Air quotes. Big air quotes. Nap.
The Mushroom Rock Road is off limits to non-Crusader personnel until the end of the mission.
Gee, Captain Lucille and Elma should have been here by now.
We're Crusaders too. We have a lot of work to do. My job is to clean up everyone's stuff. And I'm delivering food for the soldiers. Big job, huh?
It is, actually. Supply lines are incredibly important in war and military operations.
Reporting, sir.
This is the last of them.
Good to have you with us. Go on through. Show me how to play Blitz sometime.
Wait around. We'll have Sin beaten in no time. Any donation toward Operation Mihen would be greatly appreciated.
Oh, right. Okay, so if you donate the 10,000 gil thing, you get a pretty decent item. Anyway, time to get blocked.
I'm sorry, I can't let you pass. Hey, you're a summoner, and her guardians, right? Sorry for the inconvenience. What, they didn't tell you? We're bringing sin spawn from all over Spira here. Sin spawn inevitably draws sin, right? We're going to lure it into a trap.
Yeah, that'll work. That's the musical cue you get when a good guy shows up.
So, we meet again, Lady Yuna.
Yes?
You look troubled. Is there anything I can do?
Well...
I see.
Maester Seymour, let me show you to the command center.
Hold. I have a request.
Yes, Your Grace.
I need to have Summoner Yuna and her guardians let through to the command center.
But Maester Seymour... Maester Seymour, sir.
Do not worry. I will take full responsibility.
Very well, they may pass.
It is done.
Oh, thank you, Your Grace.
Yuna, it's time to go.
Oh, right.
Who does he think he is?
He's a maester. Better get used to it, yeah?
Anyway. After that little lovely, charming bit of nepotism.
All hail, Maester Seymour.
brave Crusaders of Spira, protectors of all Spira. Believe in the path you have chosen. Let faith be your strength. I, Seymour Guado, Maester of Yevon, will bear witness to your deeds today.
Sir! What's going on? Why is Maester Seymour backing the Crusaders, eh? They're using Bed's Machina. They're violating the teachings.
Even going against the teachings, they're willing to risk it for the greater good. Waka, I think Maester Seymour sees that too.
Lulu!
I can only speculate.
Ask him yourself.
Ah, Sir Oren. It is an honor. I would be most interested in hearing what you've been doing these past 10 years.
I've got nothing to say about it.
I
Owned.
see. Sir Oren must be a great asset as a guardian.
Your Grace.
Please, there's no need for formalities.
Excuse me, Maester Seymour. Why is your lordship present here, sir?
Please, speak as you normally would.
Isn't this operation against the teachings of Yevon? Aren't you gonna stop them?
It's true. I should. However, both the Crusaders and the Bhed truly wish peace for Spira. This Operation Mihen was born from that wish they share. Although it may be sacrilege to Yevon, their intentions are pure. And I, Seymour Guado, the person, not the Maester of Yevon, as a denizen of Spira, I wish them well in their endeavor.
But using Machina, that's bad, isn't it?
Pretend you didn't see them.
Beg your pardon, but that's not something a Maester should say.
Then pretend I didn't say it.
You're kidding.
From the first time I laid eyes on him, I never did like Seymour. But you know, some of the things he said that day, they made a lot of sense to me.
Anyway, Seymour's not subtle. Like, it's like, you know he's the bad guy. You know it from the moment you lay eyes on him. You can say, oh, yeah, this is a Final Fantasy bad guy. As plain as day, as obviously as humanly possible. And there's a reason for that.
Sailor, during your trip, I hope this helps.
Thank you.
The Crusaders supplied us with some goods. Here you go.
Phoenix Downs, thank you very much.
You must take full precautions here. Please use this if the need arises.
Thank you very much.
It is an honor, Sir Oren.
Thanks.
So, let's just nullify what the bombs are doing. So everything the bombs do is fire elemental, which means, ow. If you use Null Blaze, you become temporarily immune, but only to the first attack.
Enough.
There we go.
No time to waste. Let's go.
Excuse me, Lady Summoner Yuna?
Yes.
The command center. Maester Seymour requests your presence there, ma'am.
Thank you.
Take that road to the command center. It's not far. We're still in the midst of preparations this way. Sorry.
Good day, lad. Sneak past the guards, I did.
Boom, 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 boom. Nothing there I super need. I'll buy the metal shield, why not? Cheetahs could use the extra
We're
defense.
making a fortune with Operation Mihen prices. But you, lad, you get a discount. I owes you one, eh? Well,
And that's why you lend Gil to Oaka early, so that he gives you a discount relatively early, which makes him a source of some decent weapons and items every once in a while. Smack.
There's increasing fiend activity. This may not be much help, but... Whee!
Here comes a new set of enemies. Ow. Ow.
Farewell.
Nice.
That's how it's done.
Oh, come on! Oh, Garuda. Okay, at least I can deal with that. Very well. And goodbye. One lovely thing is that outside of their overdrives, which are by far the most damage-dealing things in the entire game, summons aren't actually that OP. Like, it's not like you summon an Aeon and then all of a sudden you automatically win the fight with absolutely no difficulty. The Summoner's Entourage! Please accept this! Like, your Aeon can still get damaged pretty severely in a fight. And because you only have one Aeon, so like you lose out on a lot of turns that you could otherwise have used for the fight. It is a thing of like there are some trade-offs where using an Aeon can be the right or the wrong choice depending on circumstance. Okay, time to do some level ups, I think. And Oron should finally be able to get to his first strength upgrade, which is going to be a double strength upgrade. Poof. Which will finally get him to a point where he actually deals really decent damage. Yeah, strength 28 now. And Lulu's finally closing in on her second level elemental spells, which I think I'll do a little tiny bit of grinding just to get her there, because we're gonna need those for the next fight. Boom, there we go. 735 damage in one hit.
That's how it's done.
That's like 500 damage more than he did just a second ago. Let's see, how many sphere levels will Lulu need to get to where I want her to go? 1, 2, 3, 4. Might not need to grind after all. Might just get there naturally by running through this area.
We've been expecting you. Please proceed to the command center.
Ah. Oh well, it's not like it's frustrating.
The presence of a Maester and a summoner is great for the troops' morale. Myself included. Thank you for being here, my lady.
You're welcome. It's not like we have any choice.
In the end, I wasn't able to stop them, as you can see. But seeing their fierce determination, I couldn't just sit there. So I decided that I would do everything in my power to help them. Truly, I know nothing of the ways of fighting, but I do know some white magic. I'm hoping that will be of some use to them. Is there anything I can do to help?
Oh, no. Yes, please heal. Thank you very much. Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
Oh yeah!
Da 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 da. Ba ba da ba da ba ba ba.
Depending on the way things turn out, we might suffer casualties. In such an event, we would be grateful if you could perform the sending, my lady.
So this whole section, as you can see, it's just basically a very long corridor of running, interrupted by fighting, with occasional talks to NPCs sometimes. And that's sort of the downside of this style of design for the game. That, like, sometimes, because the game is so linear, that's kind of all that they really have to offer, is like, here's a long, winding corridor that you can run down and get attacked by enemies a bunch. Have fun. The lovely thing is that the combat system is fun, and I'm enjoying this long run down an interminable corridor immensely, but it is a long run down an interminable corridor. A lot of which, come to think of it, I'm probably going to edit out of the actual video because very little happens. But yeah, that's the thing where, like, if there had been, like, an overworld map and then you could just enter the command center rather than having to go down this long path. But I also, as I've said, I also think that the long stretches of just walking and running, just moving through the world, it serves a purpose.
Lady Summoner, what are you doing here? Well, with your guardians near, you shouldn't have anything to worry about.
Like, it serves a purpose in making you feel like you are journeying through the world. Like, that it's not just, you're not just running around on an overworld map and going through some locations, but you're actually going through the world.
Give this to the Lady Summoner and grant us your help when the time comes.
Thank you very much. Can't remember if there's random encounters up here. Guess I'll find out. No, there aren't. Oh, yes, there are. Excellent. And there it is. Good. Okay, no more need for any grinding. We got there completely naturally. So here's another place where you can use that level 1 key sphere that you got at the Bhed shop. And it does lock off, like, 8 points of defense and 200 health. And 8 points of defense is actually kind of a lot, as we demonstrated with Auron, when he went up 8 points of strength and all of a sudden did 500 extra damage. In this game, like, even though they seem minor, like, increases of 2 or 3 points actually does make it, like, a tangible difference to the power of your characters sometimes. And you can see it again here. With Yuna, we've got some agility, 4 points of strength, and 400 health locked away behind a level 1 key sphere. Which for Yuna is like, the health would be nice, but she doesn't need the strength especially. So again, that's not really worth using the key sphere on. When you can use it to get Kimahri out of center of the board jail. Going down. There's a chest down here, right? Yes. Some armlet. That's Kimahri, right? Dark and Berserk Ward. Yes, those will be useful later. Oh no. Dun, dun, dun. And another Albed primer. And another ambush, really? Okay. I'll save Oron's overdrive.
We've secured the command center perimeter, but please take this as a precaution.
Make a potion.
Why only you, sir? I want to fight too.
Orders are orders.
I'm not a cadet anymore, sir. Let me go with you and I'll prove it to them.
Guarding the command center is important too, you know.
But I came all the way from Bhed to fight Sin, sir.
I know, but an order's an order. To your post, Crusader.
But, sir!
Young, impulsive, eager to die. Oh, come on! At least this time it's a preemptive strike. Ugh.
As you wish. Farewell.
There we go.
That's how it's done.
Yes, I know, Oren. You've said that 15 times already.
They let you through, huh?
Gata deserves better.
At least there's no chance he'll get hurt. Why are you guys fighting anyway? Aren't the almighty Bhed Machina enough?
They still need some time to get them ready. Our job is to keep Sin at bay till they're done. Waka. I might not get another chance to say this. It's about your brother.
Luzu, no!
What?
I'm the one who convinced him to enlist. I'm sorry.
Waka! That's enough, Waka!
When we used to play Blitz together, Chappu used to say... He say that when we won the cup, yeah, he proposed to Lulu. And then one day, he goes off and becomes a Crusader, just like that.
Chappu also said to me that being with your girl is good. But keeping Sin far away from her is better.
Lou, you knew?
Luzu told me before we left.
She hit me too.
All Crusaders in the vanguard are to assemble on the beach.
That's my cue.
Luzu, don't die out there.
So you can hit me more?
Lots more.
Suluzu, please! Please don't go!
I have to, Yuna.
Let him go. The man has already chosen his path, as you did when you became a summoner.
Remember what Auron just said.
It would be a long time before I ever really understood the reason why Yuna let Luzu pass that day.
Yeah. Yeah, it's, it's related. And I guess that makes for a cutting off point for this episode, but with a little bit of discussion first. Part of the point of these scenes, this little storyline beat about Chappu and, like, not just how but why he died, it illustrates something about the relationship that the people of Spira have to life and death. That for Chappu, deeply in love with Lulu, intending to propose to her, even, still, for him, like, that love drives him to become a Crusader because the overwhelming fear that everyone in Spira lives with all of the time, is sin. The threat of sin bearing down on your village, killing your parents, as it did with Lulu and Waka, or killing the person that you love and leaving you all alone. That fear, that constant overwhelming dread hangs over every man, woman, and child in Spira all of the time. And that's part of the point of these scenes, is to kind of drive that home to you, is that, oh yeah, violating the teachings of Yevon, using Al Bhed Machina weapons, if it works, fuck it, like, we will literally do anything. We will make any sacrifice, no matter what it is, if it means getting sin away from our loved ones for just a moment, for just a little longer. Hence, the calm. Like, summoners destroy sin, and then sin eventually returns. But that time is worth it, as we learned in one of the previous episodes. This is a major, major theme of the game, and therefore, remember what Auron said. Luzu has chosen his path, as Yuna has chosen hers. So anyway, if you've enjoyed hanging out in the world of Final Fantasy X with me, you know, like, comment, subscribe, YouTube, blah, blah, numbers, algorithm, engagement, because, I mean, it's how business works on this godforsaken platform, so I have to tell you to do that, because it provably makes more people do it, which is good for me, because, okay. Anyway, if you want to support me, you can do that. If you want to support me even more directly than that, then I have a Patreon, a merchandise store, and a tip jar. Those are available if you want to use them. I'd be grateful. Memberships on this channel are also available. If you have like $1 a month that you don't need, then I'll be happy to take that from you. It's very happy indeed. And outside of that, thank you very much for watching. Please remember to wash your hands, and if you live in a place with a high infection rate right now, please, for the love of God, wear a mask.